Oh, what's going on, guys? Just found out that Dillian Whyte will fight Oscar Rivas in the O2, Greenwich, London, England. It's a good fight. Oscar Rivas can crack. He just stopped Brian Jennings in his last fight on ESPN Plus, or maybe it was regular ESPN. If you don't know who Brian Jennings is, he's a solid fighter. He's from Philly. Fought Klitschko, Wladimir Klitschko, gave him a tough scrap. Fought Luis Ortiz, gave him a tough scrap. Who else did he fight? Those are the two big names that come to mind, but he was competitive with both of them. Solid fighter, box a little bit. I don't know if Brian Jennings still trains with John David Jackson. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But Oscar Rivas stopped him. Oscar Rivas can crack. He's not a big, or excuse me, he's not a tall heavyweight. He's big heavyweight, but he's not tall. He's like 6 foot, I think. So he's like my height, but like 240. But he's a built dude. Um, yeah, he's like 6 foot, long arms. I think he's got like a 76-inch reach, and he got cracks. And Dillian Whyte, kind of one of the dark horse fighters in the heavyweight division. Good puncher. Didn't look great in his last fight versus Derek Chisora in the rematch. I thought, and a lot of people thought, Derek Chisora beat Dillian Whyte in the first fight. If you haven't checked it out, watch it. It's a solid heavyweight scrap. I thought Chisora was a little bit busier. And the rematch was kind of the same. Dillian Whyte tried to box from the outside, but even though he hurt Chisora a couple of times before he ended up knocking out Chisora late. Um, I thought Chisora was still kind of out hustling Dillian Whyte a little bit throughout the fight. I'm not saying he was dominating Dillian Whyte or anything, but I thought Chisora was just overall just a little bit more effective with his volume. I don't think Dillian Whyte was as effective as a counterpuncher. I'm not saying he did horrible, but I thought Chisora was just doing the more consistent work. Um, but it's a good fight, Dillian Whyte, Anthony Joshua's rival. We'll see. I think it's going to be a really good fight. If you like throwback heavyweight brawls, I think this one has all the makings for it stylistically. I think whoever wins is probably going to win by stoppage or knockout, unless one of those. Well, White's been stopped before by AJ. Oscar Rivas, I don't know if he's fought a big puncher at heavyweight yet, so his chin is a little bit not as proven. Brian Jennings is a former cruiserweight, so not saying he had no power, but we'll see because Dillian Whyte does have decent cracks. So it should be a good scrap though. I can't see it. I don't see it being a boring fight. Whoever wins, I think it's going to be a fun fight, however long it lasts. I'll probably lean with Dillian Whyte, but this is a sneaky tough fight. You're facing a legit puncher, so he's kind of like the new Amir Mansour, also kind of a short heavyweight, but has legitimate cracks. Amir Mansour is kind of old now, but he's like 40 something now. But Oscar Rivas is kind of like the new Amir Mansour, short heavyweight with crazy power. So not crazy power, but he's a good puncher. So we'll see what happens. I think he's from Colombia. But he fights in like Canada. There's a couple fighters that do that. Samuel Vargas, I know he does that. I think Alerio Alvarez is from Colombia but trains in Canada. I think Artur Beterbiev also fights in Canada. He's Russian, but I think he fights in Canada. Actually, he's got a fight coming up soon. I think maybe in 2 weeks. Beterbiev. I'll have to find out, but um, Dillian Whyte versus Rivas, old school heavyweight slugfest. That's the way I see it. White's not a slugger, but I think the fight's going to turn out to be a slugfest. So whoever catches who first, I think it should be more of an old school type of heavyweight fight. So if you like non-stop action, this is the fight for you. July 20th. I know it's on Sky Sports for the UK, but for America, it'll probably be. Well, I don't know, cause he's Dillian Whyte's not with Frank Warren, and he's the one with ESPN Plus. So if he's with Eddie, I'm assuming right now, because they fight on, or he's on with Matching with on a case by case basis, fight by fight basis. So it might be on DAZN and Sky Sports. So it's a good fight though. Let me know what you guys think about the heavyweight division. Do you think the winner should get a crack at possibly Anthony Joshua, who's struggling to fight an opponent because of the Jarrell Miller situation? It sounds like he might end up fighting Michael Hunter. Dillian Whyte, he's been screaming for the rematch for a long time. Wouldn't mind seeing the winner either fight Luis Ortiz. That'd be cool. But Dillian Whyte's kind of due for a title shot, to be honest, though. He's kind of been given the Sean Porter treatment, where he's fighting a bunch of tough contenders and given the runaround by champions. So we'll see what happens. But let me know what you guys think about the heavyweight division. What you think about the fight? If you know much about Oscar Rivas, all I know from what I saw in his last fight, dude is tough and he can punch. That's all I know really about him. But it's a good fight though, or it should be a good fight. I'll probably pick Whyte, but I wouldn't be shocked if Rivas, caught him or something. So we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, drop a comment, like, subscribe, stay tuned, and take it easy, guys.